Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. Hey, tap that screen, help out with the live goal. If you would, I would appreciate it. Thank you. Welcome on in. We've got, let's see here, probably like a little over 2 hours are going to be on this afternoon. I do believe that our friend Nemo is joining us, which should be fun. Let's see here. I know, Kasha. I know, right? You'd think so, but not so much. Oh, well, and Shanna, don't be surprised if you see me later tonight too. No promises, but never know. You never know. Okay, so I'm not going to promise anything. Excuse me. Welcome in, guys. Please do me a favor. We're going to reset that live goal here. Help out with the live goal. Help out with tapping the screen. We'll get this thing pushed out to the FYP. If you're over on the tube, I appreciate you guys dropping likes, comments, doing all those things. Thank you. Hello, two friends. Hello, hello. Hey, Crystal. All right, can we stop with the Ron Jeremy comparisons, please? All right. Also, in a couple of days, it's gonna be gone because my beard will have grown back out. Like you guys don't understand. In like a week, I can be back where I was. So, God damn you guys, the Ron Jeremy comparisons. I swear to God. There's like one part of him. There's like one part of him I'd be okay with the comparison to, and the rest of it, I'm like, no, thank you. Good afternoon, guys. Good afternoon. Welcome in. Okay, Jen. All right. Ah, look at George down there. George likes the economy crashing and higher gas prices and sending our military off to die. Good job, George. I'm not a Democrat, George, but good try, though. You can come up and talk if you want, George, but I'm not going to argue with you in the comments. Once again, guys, we're just getting started. Just came up. Tap the screen. Appreciate you helping out with the live goal as we go. And I do believe, like I said, I think Nemo's going to join us for a little while. And yeah, if you're over on the tube, you are welcome to call in. The phone line is open. Same thing if you're on Twitch. Appreciate you guys being here. Thank you. Obviously, if you're over here on TikTok, you can just get in the box. Yeah, share out the live, repost it. Appreciate you guys doing all the good things, as our friend Erika Shante always says. Thank you. All right. Wow. We got through all of Baker Street and we have no ops. How about that? That's crazy. Once again, guys, welcome in. Welcome in. Yes, I see you guys happy. I don't. Yeah. No. I don't think anyone wants that. Ryuko. So. Yeah. Welcome in. Welcome in. Come on, let's go. Let's see here. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Thanks for calling the stream. Did you vote for Donald Trump?
Hey.
Thanks for calling the stream. Did you vote for Donald Trump?
Yes.
You're going to have to turn down the volume on the YouTube and just talk on the phone.
I got it.
Okay,
How's
cool.
it going?
Good. Hi, you voted for Donald Trump?
Yeah.
Okay. How old are you and what state did you vote in?
I am 60 and currently in Colorado.
Okay. Why do you still support Donald Trump as of May 2026?
I just think he's doing a great job compared to the last administration. It was really going down the hill. About to go into the toilet. Kind of like the cloud pivot. Remember that from 1970s?
No. I was
No?
talking about May of 2026.
Well, you seem to be representing the cloud pivot strategy of the 1970s, though. Figured I'd just call in and straighten you out a little bit.
No, you seem to be confused. So I wasn't talking about the last administration. I'm asking why you support Donald Trump and what he's doing right now. I'm not asking.
Well, he's cleaning up the mess from the last administration.
Really?
I already said that. Yeah.
Why is the economy worse than what it was before then?
Because it was going under. There was no economy
No, no,
before. There was
sir.
no
The you know
building. There
the
was no
I'm
nothing.
sorry,
We were
sorry,
buying
sir.
all
Hang
of
on,
our
time
stuff
out,
from
sir.
other countries.
Hold on, time out. Okay, so I let you talk for a
Time
little
out.
while
Did I
there.
time out?
No, what? I let you talk for a little while. I'm gonna talk. So,
Go for,
basically, excuse me.
go for it.
Okay. Anyways, so
It's your show.
why do you keep interrupting me while I'm talking? Okay. Anyways, so the economy has tanked since Joe Biden left office. Joe Biden left
No, it
us
was
at.
worse
Dude,
before.
why do you keep interrupting me every time I
Because you're
start to
saying false
speak?
stuff.
Sir, if we're going to have a conversation, you have to let me make a full statement and then you can rebuttal it.
Okay, go ahead.
Thank you. Anyways, you literally don't know what you're talking about. The economy is in far worse shape than when Joe Biden left office. The unemployment rate was lower when Joe Biden left office. The GDP growth was better when Joe Biden left office. Inflation rate was lower when Joe Biden left office. Investment in the United States was better when Joe Biden left office. Prices for things was lower when Joe Biden left office. Gas prices were cheaper when Joe Biden left office. And oh, by the way, we weren't in a war when Joe Biden left office. Demonstrably, by every single metric, things were better in January of 2025 before Donald Trump took the presidency. So when you say things like, I'm making false statements, sir, I literally have facts from the Bureau of Labor and Statistics put out by the government under the Trump administration that prove me correct. So what is your source that would prove me wrong?
My source
Yeah,
is
what would your source be? Because I have actual
who's
information.
cutting off
The
who
Bureau
now?
of Labor and Statistics, the
There
Energy
you go.
Information
Now you're
Administration.
cutting me
Oh,
off.
I'm so sorry. You don't like it when somebody does that to you? There you go. You don't like that?
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you done? Are you done spitting all your false facts? Because let's bring you back to before Joe Biden.
No, sir.
It
I'm
was
not.
a lot
There's no.
better.
No, I asked for your source.
Oh,
We're going to start
there
with
you
a
go,
source.
cutting me off.
No, I'm not going to cut you off. I'm asking for a source. We're going to start with a source. So what's your source?
Well,
If
your
you're going to
source
say
isn't
my
right.
information,
The labor board,
sir,
Come on.
if you're going to call my information false, you have to come with a source to correct it. So the Bureau of Labor and Statistics is a government organization headed by the Trump administration. So is the
It wasn't
Energy
back
Information. Sir,
Now,
I'm
when you got
talking
your
about right
statistics,
now. I'm talking about
the
right
economy
now.
was crap
Sir, I'm
until the
talking
last
about right
2
now.
weeks.
Sir, I'm
The
talking
last
about
2
right
weeks
now.
of the Biden
Sir, I'm
administration.
talking about right now. I am talking
No,
about right
you're
now.
not. You're not
Yes, I
talking
am.
about right now.
Wow, you really can't understand what I'm saying, can you?
You won't let me talk.
I want a source for your information because you're trying to
You
say that
need
what
a
I'm saying
source.
is false. Yes, I want a source. What's your source to refute the information that I am giving you, sir?
Your source is false, though.
Great. Then what's your source to refute it?
How about $19 trillion that Trump has brought into within the last year coming back in the United States?
Sir,
As opposed to
what
the
is a
billions
okay, sir, let's
that
start
your-
here.
that
No,
your
stop.
Biden
Stop.
gave away
Hello.
our tax money.
Hello.
Gave it away.
Hello. What is a source?
Hello?
Sir, what's a source?
Do
What's
you
a
need
source?
A source? Common sense, buddy.
Source. What's a
19
source?
trillion.
Sir, can you define what a source is?
Oh my God!
I know,
Are you
right?
serious?
It's crazy. I know you can't, can you?
Yeah, it's a reliable, factual statistic.
Close enough. So where are you getting the for example, the number that you just gave me, which is completely fucking false? Where did you get that number
Is
from?
it? Is
Oh,
it
we
really?
we made $19 trillion in the last year. Okay, where
No,
did
we
you get?
haven't made it. It's
Great.
coming.
Where
It's
did you
not
get the
gonna be here
number?
right away.
Wait, great. Where did you get that number from?
Tariffs.
No. Where did you get the information that we got that from tariffs? Where did you hear that from?
Probably the same rumors you're hearing about fucking everything.
No, it's not a rumor, sir. The numbers that
It
I
is
get.
a rumor, though.
Holy shit, dude. Let me help you out with something. The information that the information that I just gave you is from the Bureau of Labor and Statistics, BLS.gov. That is a government website which is currently being run by the Trump administration. Donald Trump even fired the previous head of the BLS last year. Dude, why are you interrupting me? I'm trying to explain something to you that you don't understand, sir.
You don't understand it.
I literally understand everything I'm saying, and you don't. I'm trying to explain to you, Donald Trump fired the head of BLS last year and put his own pick.
Wasn't doing his job. He couldn't even do his job.
Sir, it was a woman. Sir, it was a woman. He fired a woman. You don't even know who you're talking about. It was a woman.
Exactly. I don't even care. You got muted. What happened? Did you hang up on me? Couldn't take it?
No, I didn't hang. No, sir, I didn't hang up on you. I had to stop talking because I'm amazed at how.
Take a little mental.
No, I had to take a mental break because I couldn't believe how fucking stupid you are. I had to stop because I couldn't believe how fucking stupid you are.
Oh, there you go. Disclaiming. Now you're calling me names. Who does that?
Somebody who's way fucking smarter than
really
you.
Good at that?
Somebody who's way fucking smarter than you and who's amazed at how just fucking stupid you are.
Oh my gosh.
Sir.
You know, the only difference between you and me is you're getting paid to do this, and I'm just sitting here trying to.
Sir, the only difference between you and me is that I actually know how to fucking read.
Oh, you know how to read, huh?
Sir, I'm literally trying to explain to you how basic fucking statistics work on a government website, and you can't understand it. Like, I don't know what to fucking say to you.
That's right. You don't know what to say to me because you just
because you can't understand basic fucking sources, and I'm trying to explain it to you.
I can't understand your point you're making. No,
I know you can't. I know you're too fucking stupid.
Why would I talk to someone who's trying to make a
I know, dude. Just fuck off. I have no. Jesus fucking Christ. God damn it. God damn you guys. I swear to fucking Christ. $19 trillion, guys. We made $19 trillion with tariffs last year. $19 trillion. Where did that number come from? Thanks for calling the stream. Did you vote for Donald Trump?
Are you back?
Hi, thanks for calling the stream. Did you vote for Donald Trump?
Yes.
Okay, how old are you? What state did you vote in?
I'm 60 still, Colorado.
Oh, is this the same guy that I was talking to before?
Yeah, you kind of.
Why did you call back? There's no point in talking to you. You don't want to listen or understand anything, so fuck off.
But wait, now you're.
Why would you call back? You don't want to understand anything. You don't want to listen to sources. But fuck off. Go live in your own pretend little world. Go away. Nemo. It's Nemo, you guys. Everyone say hi to Nemo.
Can you all hear? Okay, there we go.
Oh, we can hear you. Now, guys, before we move on to our next guest or our next caller or anything like that, real quick announcement. Nemo is going to be out all of next week. Nemo is going to be out. Okay? And this is going to be the last time that you're going to see Nemo with me this week. So, I need you to do me a favor. Erika is his replacement. Probably Erika. Actually, I was gonna text you later. Shh, quiet. Um. Here's what I need you to do. I need you guys to do me a favor, please. Usually we're gonna spread the love, across the week, but you're gonna have to dump it all into one day. So whatever love you would normally spread across the week for our friend, we're gonna dump it into right now. Okay? That's what we're gonna do. So I appreciate it. That's what's gonna happen. It's gonna be great. So please do that. Exactly, like what Sean just did. Thank you. So I appreciate you guys being kind, generous. Also, if you want to offer additional support, you guys know we have links in the bios, or if you're over on the tube, you can find the links in the descriptions of the video down there. We appreciate your guys' support. Thank you very much. Brent, hello. Did you vote for Donald Trump?
Fucking retard.
Oh, Brent, did someone hurt your fifis? Oh, look at that. Hey, guys, it's a regular old Trump supporter. Bye-bye, Brent. Anyways, guys, we do love the TikTok shop. The TikTok shop is amazing. We love the TikTok shop. Also, TikTok, we dropped that guest immediately when did something wrong and said something bad. Okay? Thanks, TikTok. Appreciate you. So, so far, you guys, our first two guests today has been someone who claimed that everything I said was wrong. You know what, Hootie? I'll tell you what. Every time I see you in the chat from now on, I've let you chirp in the chat, Hootie, like forever and always, and because I normally don't mute Trump supporters in the chat unless they come and they troll and they troll and they troll, right? And they never come up. You, friend, have earned that honor because you troll repeatedly and you never come up. So, Hootie, you're muted now. So, unless you decide to start coming up, you're just going to get muted every time you pop up in the chat because you troll and you never come up. So, there you go. Anyways, so our first two Trump supporters today have been that guy who came up and slurred. Okay, so that's number one. And then number two was the guy that called in who said that everything I said was wrong. And I was like, hey, I have sources for my information. What's your source? He said common sense. And he said that we made $19 trillion in tariffs, Nemo. 19 trillion in tariffs.
19 trillion.
With a T. With a T. Trillion with a T.
Uh-huh.
I repeated it back to him. I was like, 19 trillion. He's like, yeah, 19 trillion.
Yeah, I don't think that's how that works. I think they might be a little off on that. I have a rough idea of where they're getting that number. But yeah, no, you're wrong. They're getting that number from Donald Trump's claimed foreign investment. So yeah, Trump does this thing where he'll have like a number, and then the next time that he says the number, he'll inflate it because he is a pathological liar. Yeah. And so when it came to foreign investment, I think that the original number was like 8 trillion.
Yeah.
And he has continued to inflate that number over the last however many months, to the point now where he consistently says like $18 trillion in foreign investment, which, to be clear, when he says foreign investment, what he means is that a diplomat that he talked to said that they would do some type of investment into the U.S. economy of some way, shape, or form, and that this is a maybe. It's not a formal commitment whatsoever, and also the evaluations on these things are tenuous at best. There have been a number of debunks on the claimed investment thing that he keeps touting. And I actually, let's see, I think I have one saved. I think it's the Cato Institute, actually. Hold on.
By the way, while Nemo is pulling that up, thank you to Joel over on the tube for the super chat that says nice mustache. I just wanted to let you guys know I finally figured out who I think I look the most like, and I pointed it out to my daughter, who is really thrilled.
Yep. I can see it.
Yeah, okay. Just thought we could all agree on that one. There you go. Okay, thank you.
So this right here, there are 2 debunks that I have for this.
Okay, I got you.
That first one will be easy to look at. The second one is kind of janky because you have to do the archive thing.
Gotcha.
I saw that there were people asking about why I'll be out. Oral surgery. Getting some teeth ripped out. That's gonna be fun.
It's a good time. Where do you want to start?
I think Cato is probably going to be the better one.
Okay.
So again, this is a debunk that is easy to find. Anytime that you hear people say, "Oh yeah, well Trump is getting $18 trillion put into the economy, and that's why our economy isn't falling off a cliff." Cato did a write up on this, and reminder to everybody watching: the Cato Institute is not a liberal or left wing think tank. They are very much not a Democrat operation, like at all.
No.
So if the next excuse is going to be, well, they're woke, or well, that's a liberal outlet. No, they're not. They're libertarians. They are not like that. I mean, honestly, it wouldn't take too long for me to find something that I disagree with Cato Institute on. They are a libertarian think tank. So they are more right leaning, if anything.
Nemo, I love this. I love this paragraph. No matter how often Trump minions keep repeating it, this hyperbolic 18 trillion number is still as unfathomable to everyone who has tried to explain or refine it. Not one of the several hundred economists in the White House and cabinet agencies has even tried to explain what the number is supposed to measure or how it was fabricated.
Exactly.
That's amazing. Like, that paragraph right there is just chef's kiss.
Yep, just making it up.
Just no one can explain it.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like when I was talking to that caller, you guys. I was talking to that caller. He's just like, it's common sense. Apparently, it's so common that no one in the White House, not a single economist, can explain it. But it's common sense, you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, there is a chart a little ways down. Says foreign direct investment in U.S. It goes back 5 years. So it starts in July of 2021. And so this says annual rate in billions. So I don't really know. I need to understand how to read this. Is that saying that in the month of July? Oh, wait, these are quarters. These are quarters. Hold on.
It's quarterly.
Gotcha. Okay. So, yeah, quarterly, that makes more sense. So these numbers, basically, this is the billions. So the top part of that range on the chart, like at the tippy top, that's going to be, that's 540 billion.
Mm-hmm.
And then July to October, that quarter. So I think that'd be like Q3 of 2021.
Yeah.
And then from October, so Q4 of 2021, 479 billion, and so on and so forth. So again, these are actual numbers as far as a foreign direct investment. But yeah, nowhere near the crazy $18 trillion number.
Not even, no, not even remotely close. And
There's also if you keep scrolling down, let's see. There's one from Fred, which I wish they had it.
okay,
Hold on.
yeah,
Make
even
it kind of hard to see.
actually,
Real private non-residential fixed investment and real private fixed investment non-residential structures manufacturing.
even hard to read
Okay,
on my
so
screen. I have a much bigger. It's even actually hard to read. But wow,
yeah, like the image is kind of janky.
holy cow! Look, guys. If you look this area over here on the right, this where if you can see my mouse over here, that's Q1 and Q2 of 2025. Holy shit! Like the drop off is wild. Like I know we were declining a bit in 2024, but 25 is just abysmal. Like that's negative real private fixed investment for
Yeah.
non-residential. Like holy shit. Oh, that's a manufacturing. Damn.
Yeah. So like that is an interesting one. I'm trying to find I wish that they had linked to that exact graph cuz Fred is a bit of a bitch to navigate through.
Let's see if can we find. Once again, guys, while Nemo and I are talking about this, we invite you, if you voted for Donald Trump, to get in the box and have a conversation with us. Have a chat and tell us what you'd like to talk about. You can also call in if you are over on the tube or on Twitch.
What's up, Matthew? How you doing, sir? Hey, I got a question. Are the people in Boston, because they love the Patriots, are you guys behind the head coach? I'm just curious. Is the city behind them for all the shenanigans that have been going on with the poor guy?
I don't really know.
I bet he's a MAGA, right? Cheating on his wife and all that good stuff. Probably a MAGA. But what I came here up to talk about, I wanted to know what your feeling was remember when we went into Washington with National Guard DC because the crime rate, Trump said the crime's high and, my God. So he brought the National Guard. But as of May of 26, it once was just the commander was suspended for fudging the numbers. But you can look at all the Times, Washington Post, 13 officers have been suspended or fired because they were fudging numbers in Washington, D.C. when the crime rate was high and they said it was low. So kind of funny how Trump kind of brought the guard in there and they cleaned the police department up because they have new leadership from top to bottom. So I don't know. Maybe he was right on that part right there.
What are you talking about?
13 officers in Washington, D.C. Police Department have been suspended or fired for fudging numbers of crime rates. It's all over the news. All you got to do is punch in 13 police officers in Washington. It's on the Post, the Times, everywhere.
Okay.
Well, remember, you guys know you can't have the National Guard in Washington. Well, when the police department wasn't doing their job, he had no choice, right?
Hold on. Time out. Just a real quick question for you. A year ago, in May of 2025, just out of curiosity, who said that the crime rate was down in Washington, D.C. and bragged about it and talked about how safe Washington, D.C. was and said now that he was president, you could go out and walk around and it was great and D.C. was safe again? Who said that as of around Memorial Day?
He probably said it, and I guess he should. He said it. Yeah.
Hang on.
Well,
he was basing that off of FBI crime statistics.
Well, I don't know, because why would they fire
Not
13
off of,
people,
not
right?
off
So
of,
I don't
not
get it.
off of, not off of just DC, but off of the FBI.
Well, I think the point being is the
No,
National Guard went in there.
Hold on. I'm asking you, but
Go ahead.
that's fine. I'm asking you a question. So
Yeah, I don't know why you said that. I don't know why you said that.
So you don't. So again, so when I point out to you that Donald Trump clearly,
Yeah, he was stupid to say that. Absolutely.
Wait a second. Hold on. So Donald Trump had information from the FBI crime statistics that said the thing that was true, the trend that was happening all across the country and in Washington, D.C., the thing that we knew was happening. Donald Trump repeated the thing that we knew was already happening. But now you're saying that he was stupid to say the thing that was already happening, that we already knew was happening. And now what you're going to say is that the only reason that crime went down is because we think that there are allegations of some police officers manipulating crime statistics, and we don't even know exactly what happened?
No, I shouldn't have said that. Absolutely, he thought the crime rate was going down because the numbers were being fudged. These guys, you can read the articles, Matt.
Yeah,
I'm not making it up.
I'm reading it. Hold on. I'm reading it.
So
right
obviously
now.
there was something bad going on there.
Hold on. I'm reading it. I'm reading it right now.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. I was just asking you about what
He
happened.
wasn't-
Hold on.
Where do you think the other? Where does the FBI get their numbers
Can you hang on
Yes,
and allow me to fucking say a fucking sentence? Reading directly from the article. Okay? Just directly from the article. The chief of the Metropolitan Police Department, Jeffrey Carroll. Carroll didn't say how long crime data manipulation went on, how it happened, or even if the group of 13 people worked together. He also didn't even discuss what may have motivated them to minimize crime statistics. The administration process must be allowed to take its course, and that process is outlined in our general orders. But let me be clear. We have made meaningful progress over the last 3 years in reducing crime. Homicides, shootings, and carjackings have fallen steadily since 2023. So crime has gone down.
That's great, but they still
So
manipulate.
it doesn't. Hold on. We don't even know what exactly happened. How? Oh, fuck. All right, Nemo, come back. God fucking damn it. Ugh. Unbelievable. How the fuck did that even happen? He didn't fucking say anything. We don't even know who was involved exactly, what they did, or how long they did it, per the interim chief of the Metropolitan Police Department himself. And he also said that crime did go down. But you're going to sit there and go, well, we did need the National Guard because they were manipulating data. We don't even know what happened.
Well, what the National Guard came in, and then Trump worked with the new people in the D.C. Police Department, and it's a whole new police department now.
Hang on.
So that's
time
a
out.
good thing.
Time out. No, it's not a whole new police department. That's wrong. That's not true.
New police chief? Absolutely.
It just happened.
I know that he's putting in someone he can work with.
So wait a second. Time out. So are you saying that since the National Guard has shown up in D.C. that crime has gone down?
I think the
Are you saying that crime has gone down since the National Guard showed up in D.C.?
Yeah.
Wrong.
Yes.
Wrong. It hasn't, because you know why? Because they've been manipulating the crime statistics, so you're wrong. They haven't. It hasn't gone down.
You're right.
Wrong. You just fucked yourself, Raymond.
Well, we can't have.
Man, that really sucks. Lying. That really fucking sucks, because now we don't know if crime has gone down since the National Guard showed up in D.C. Because now we do know for a fact that since 2023 it was going down, because the interim chief police said so for a fact in this article.
And look,
but since the National Guard showed up, we don't know.
I think their presence, the presence of them makes it safe. You know what I'm saying? And people liked it. CNN reporters
No
say it's
one
a
fucking
safer
liked
city.
it. There was fucking protests all over the city. People did
That's
not
just the
like it.
left.
That's not just the left. No one wants jackbooted thugs walking around their fucking city, Raymond. And if you want that, go move to
What did you call them?
jackbooted thugs walking around their fucking city. That's what I called them.
Our military are thugs now. Nice.
When they walk around our cities and patrol our streets, yes. Because that's not what they're for. That's not what our military is for. Our military is not for local patrolling. Our military is for taking care of foreign threats. That's what they're for.
This is the thing that always, I don't know, confused me. Raymond, do you know what the Gadsden flag is?
I sure don't, sir.
It's the yellow flag with the snake on it. It says "Don't tread on me."
Don't know anything about it, seriously.
You don't know about that flag, really?
No, I swear to God.
I'm gonna show it to you.
I-
You're gonna say that you
Okay.
don't know. Hold on.
I know I don't know.
Raymond, you're
Well, show
saying
me.
you're saying you
I've
don't
never
know.
seen it.
Hold on, you don't know this
I've
this
never-
flag right here.
Buddy, I swear to God, maybe I do like the internet and stuff. Don't tread on me. I wouldn't know what that means if you. I swear on my life right now, I do not know what that means.
That's incredible.
Never seen that before. What does that mean? I don't know. I swear on my life, I do not know. On my children.
This is such.
So tell me, what does it mean?
Wait, you have kids? You don't have kids.
3 kids. Yes, I do. Adult kids. Thank you, Nemo.
You are lying. There's no way in hell. You're in your 60s?
Yeah, I have a son.
You
I
are
have
in
2
your
daughters.
60s. What state do you live in?
In Michigan, baby.
In Michigan. Have you lived in Michigan your whole life?
No.
What other states have you lived in?
Well, I've lived on the East Coast. I lived in Midwest. I lived in Chicago for a long time. And I lived in Michigan for a long time. And I lived in the East Coast for a long time. So 3 states.
The East Coast is a state?
Well, so what are you trying to say? What's the problem? How do I not have 3
It's
kids? I know
genuinely
you don't have kids.
impossible. It's truly impossible that you have never heard of a "Don't Tread on Me" flag. Like
I don't. I
you've
swear
been
to
alive
God,
for
I
60
swear.
years. You've been able to been an adult for 50-ish years, and you were trying to say that you've never seen or heard of a "Don't Tread on Me" flag. That's bullshit, dude.
I swear to God on my children.
All right,
right
whatever.
now. I
Anyway,
swear.
so
what does it
Gadsden
mean?
flags are flown by typically it's libertarians, but a lot of the time it also is just maggots who want to be edgy or whatever. And yeah, the snake is there because it's a rattlesnake. If you can't figure that out by looking at it, and so obviously rattlesnakes will rattle whenever they feel threatened, and so the idea is that you don't step on a rattlesnake whenever it's rattling. And the whole idea is that you don't want the government to tread on you, to tread on your freedoms, to step on you, right? So this coincides with, like, you've got the "Come and Take It" flag from Texas. And I mean, there are other ones, but basically to all the red hats, because apparently Raymond is special and has totally never heard of this flag. So never.
And even
so
way
to
you explained it,
all those special
even worse,
special
I wouldn't
red
get it.
hats out there who do know what a Gadsden flag is. Who do you think does the treading? Do
Well,
you
you're
think
saying
it's
the
like?
government,
Do you think
right?
it's like? No, I wasn't asking you, Raymond. You don't know anything about
Oh.
this flag. I'm asking all the other red hats who are educated. So to all those red hats out there who do know what a Gadsden flag is, who probably own one of these or has at least flown it before, who do you think does the treading? Do you think that it's like some like, what, 25-year-old liberal arts major with purple hair and a septum piercing? Like, do you think that that's who does the treading? Because I can tell you, it's not. It's not those people. It's not these I don't know, inner city super woke liberal caricatures that you think whenever you, I don't know, have these little fantasies about how you're going to rebel against the government.
Nemo,
They aren't the, again, still not talking to you, Raymond. You don't know anything about this flag. I'm talking to people who aren't dumb. Okay. So anyway, to all the red hats out there, the people who do the people who do the treading, the people who do the treading, the people who do the coming and the taking, police, and in some cases, the military. Those are the ones that do the treading and the coming and the taking.
Now, will I be honest and say, yes, a little of that was political on Trump's part? Did he do that? It was political. And I think it was successful, and I think people didn't. The only way it was successful, we had one nut job who decided to try to unalive two people.
Raymond, hold on. Raymond, it wasn't successful because there's no way to demonstrably measure it because we can't verify the crime statistics. You can't say that.
That's true.
So you can't say that it was successful. Also, Raymond, I got a Venmo from our friend Tammy. She wants to know, what part of Michigan do you live in?
Oh, I got. Right now, I reside in Birmingham.
Okay, thank you. Also got a green app from our friend Crystal who says that you have the intelligence of a wet sock.
Not really.
Sure. And also, they all say that these flags are all over Michigan and that it's literally impossible for you to have not seen this. But
I've never. I'm being honest. I don't. Maybe I'm a little dumb. I guess. Right? You just say it, so maybe that's true.
Okay. Well, I'm just telling you what they're telling me. So.
And I think. Well, I don't know what to tell you, buddy. So obviously someone was fudging a little bit, but it was political. You know how Trump is. He's, he can be over the top on some things. I do get that. Hey,
sounds
listen.
like someone who doesn't have the temperament for the office of the president.
No, hey, listen. You know what?
Sounds a little emotional, don't you think?
It's a hard thing, even for I feel
it's
bad.
It's a hard
for
job. You're right.
Sometimes.
It sounds like he's not up to it.
Well, here's the thing, Nemo. When Newsom wins in 2020 or Kamala wins in 2028,
I don't think that we should have someone that's so unstable.
But I'm going to congratulate one of them if they win, and they will be my president. No, Kamala Harris wins; she is my president, and I respect what she does. Absolutely.
I promise. I know that you're not going to do that.
Absolutely. I never shitted on Biden once. He did a lot of good things.
You never shot on Biden once?
Nope. He did a lot of good things. Oh, I joke about he walked off. He can't even get off a stage.
Is that where you're at? Like everything that you've said about Biden was just you joking now?
His administration did some good things. What else they did? Yeah, you know what else they did good? In 2024, he did an EO and got the border down to 1,200 people a week. And what Trump did with that is did the same thing. So Biden started that whole thing for Trump. Congratulations to Biden there.
Nemo. Is this the soft launch? Is this the reform? I think so. Is this the reform soft launch? Are you trying it out here, Raymond?
This is my kids have stopped talking to me, and I'm going to pretend to be reasonable now. Uh-huh. It's that launch, right?
Yeah.
No, actually, my son not mega, but he's definitely more right than left. My one daughter is kind of right, and my one daughter is very, very left. So she's a little bit of the problem. But guess what? We joke, we laugh, and then we move on. You know what I mean? She'll yell at me, "See, Dad, gas prices are high because of Trump." I said, "I know, honey. I get it. But we're trying to fix a country of Iran that's done some things. So we just got to stay the course. That's all we can do."
Stay the course? It's crazy how you're saying that as someone.
And it's nice because my one daughter is pregnant. So just the other day, I sent her mom.gov. And it lists everything that a pregnant woman gets from the government, Trump accounts, a lot of great information. It's called moms.gov. And you can sign up from that with his accounts with that. You can register your baby with that. It's really good. And they're working on fertility expenses for these people that can't have babies. So Trump is doing a lot for women's rights.
Yeah, sure, but whatever you say. Anyways, so when you talk about women's rights, why did you call Kamala a boxed wine hoe earlier?
Yeah, you know why I did that? Because I was screwing around because
I thought that you said that you respected Kamala.
I do respect her because I feel bad the way Joe Biden treated her.
No, that's
during
not.
the,
I'm sorry.
her
That's
trying
not.
to
I'm
run
sorry.
for
Calling
election.
her that isn't respecting someone. That's
Well,
not
you know
respect.
what I'm saying? But Johnny just called
Also,
Melania.
excuse me. I'm sorry. It was in Ethan's
Okay.
live. It wasn't even in John. I don't know what you said in Johnny's
Well,
live,
all
but
right,
that's
Ethan's
not even.
live, too.
But oh, great, you did it multiple times.
He
That's
also
cool.
said it in Johnny's live.
Oh,
to be
great,
fair.
wonderful.
Yeah.
So fantastic. So now you've done it multiple times, which proves that you just don't give a fuck. Also, when we were talking earlier about the jackbooted thugs in our streets, the military, and I said people didn't like that, and you said it was just the left. Are the left not people too?
Of course they're people.
Well, because you were just talking about them as if they weren't people. When I said they're people, you said, well, it was just the left. Do their opinions not matter equally? Are they not just as much people as people on the right? Do they not have a right to their opinions as well? So if they're being treated poorly, and you just acknowledged literally multiple times that Donald Trump was playing politics with it just to punish people on the left in a way that no Democratic president has ever done with the military or the National Guard or with ICE or anything like that. It's never happened. Excuse me.
Down the street.
Excuse fucking me. That has never fucking happened. So why is it okay for the President of the United States to send the fucking military into Democratic cities to terrorize their citizens? Is it because people on the left aren't fucking people?
Can I tell you why? They were fudging the numbers, so we had to do something. There you go.
That's not the reason he sent them in. And if it was the reason, then why did he send them in all the other Democratic cities, you fuck mitt?
Well, he lives in Washington. He wants it to be nice. That's his home. He walks out the door. That's his house. That's his...
Shut the fuck up. I asked you a question. I said, why did he do it in all the other fucking cities, you idiot?
He didn't do it in all the other cities.
Oh, he didn't? Really? Really?
Well,
do you want to tell that
to
to Chicago and Portland and Los Angeles and Minneapolis? He didn't do it in those cities? He didn't do it in those cities? Really? Do you want to see the videos?
He did it in Chicago, yes, for a little bit. But
and Portland and Los Angeles and Minneapolis, and he's trying to do it in more cities. So stop with your fucking lies. And he didn't do it in Washington, D.C. because they were fudging the numbers. He did it in Washington, D.C. because he was lying and said that the crime rate wasn't down after he said that the crime rate was down.
But what did it hurt? What does it hurt to have them there?
Thanks for calling the stream. Did you vote for Donald Trump?
In 2016, I did, but I've come very far left since then, and I wanted to relate my story, if that works with your algorithm.
Can I put you on hold for a second, friend?
Yeah.
Another loser. Another loser.
W's for Tammy for the kick. W's for Tammy. Can we get W's for Tammy in the chat? Just fuck off, Raymond. Like, just fuck off. You're just a piece of shit. And I would not be surprised if all of your kids disagree with you and they don't talk to you. And even if it's just your one daughter who disagrees with you politically, I guarantee you that she is fucking disgusted with you, and she is probably hanging on by a thread because she cares so much about your relationship that she's desperately trying to maintain it. Because she's a bigger person than you are. And that's it. Caller, thank you for holding. Appreciate it. Can you just let us know how old you are just for terms of service?
I'm 38.
Okay. Appreciate that, friend. You said you voted for Donald Trump in 2016, but you said you've changed your mind. It's always good to hear from someone who's maybe had a change of heart. We do generally try to talk to people who are still supporting Donald Trump and have those conversations, but I would certainly like to give you I certainly would like to give you a minute. And if you'd like to tell us why you changed your mind and what happened, you can feel free, my friend.
So I don't technically regret my vote in 2016. We were offered a pile of shit versus a pile of shit with sprinkles on it. I chose the one with sprinkles on it. It was, admittedly fun for a little while, and then I started realizing how absolutely insane this idiot was. The Biden presidency was 100% a lame duck presidency. I'm not going to deny that. But then Donald Trump came back with a vengeance and is just this ridiculous dotard whose entire administration is now just being completely anti-science. My biggest thing, the biggest drop-off with me and Donald Trump is that he's proven once again and again and again and again how backward he is on scientific fact, which is something I hold very dear. So it amazes me. Like, my parents have been pro-Trump even through all this shit, and I try to get them to understand. Like, do you not see this? Do you not get where this is going? Like, he's an idiot. You know, he might be funny sometimes, but that doesn't excuse, you know, the fact, like, I don't know, RFK is up there telling us that vaccines are bad. Like, I don't understand it, and I wish, you know, I wish I could go back to myself 10 years ago and be like, dude, don't do this, you know.
I appreciate that. I mean, I can appreciate the fact that you had a change of heart there. I guess the biggest question is, you know, coming up in the midterms, what do you? I mean, first off, what state are you in?
I'm in Louisiana. Do what you want with that.
Hey, well, you know, I mean, every vote is important. Every vote counts. I'm not sure which district you're in, but votes are important.
I live a mile away from Clay Higgins, unfortunately.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll tell you what. If you could do two things, I was going to say if you could do one thing, if you could do two things. First one would be if you could flip him the bird if you ever see him in person. That, I think Nemo and I would really appreciate that. So find your way to flipping him off sometime and keep us in mind. That would be great. Thank you. But for real, if you said you've moved to the left, and you know, it sounds like you've moved in a different direction. I'm not here to debate what you did 10 years ago or why you made those changes. I'm not here to do it. I would just say that I'm glad that you've changed those opinions. So with that in mind, my other ask is, can you see your way to helping to vote blue, even in Louisiana, and maybe try to help vote us out of this situation right now?
Yeah. I mean, well, not technically voting blue. I first off, I want term limits for everybody. It's
Sure.
ridiculous. Everybody.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I always, especially in the last 10 years, I've gone to voting with logic, you know, and politicians on both sides are just so ridiculous. I mean, we have Democrats voting for outlawing chemtrails. Like, really? You know, like. So I will vote for the most logical candidate. And I actually voted for Kamala in the last election, even though I was like, hey, there's no way this can happen. But I got to do it because what the fuck else are we going to do? You know, they really screwed her, just like they screwed Bernie in 2016. Bernie would have won if his own party would not have, you know, kicked him out of the election. But, yeah, basically the point of this call is I wanted to remind you that there are people out there who can change based on intellectual honesty.
You're not the first that we've heard.
So, what do you want to see from, I guess, politicians moving forward, as far as, maybe not necessarily 2026, unless you've got unless you've got like a couple elections coming up, but.
Well,
more
I'd
so
like
with
to see
2028.
a strong third party pop up somewhere, because the biggest problem is that, you know, both sides are, you know, shitty in their own special ways. But, you know, at this point in history, the blue side is definitely less shitty. but and then we have the whole Epstein file thing, which is like now it's but whatever. But
Yeah,
I want to see
I
logic
think
and reason
to just
prevail.
keep it kind of simple.
We need less
Let's
lawyers in Congress. We need scientists. We need biologists. We need just like we need
so
people who know shit.
specifically on like the presidential race, I guess, just to keep it simple.
Well, when Erika Kirk eventually runs in 2026, I hope a lot of people vote against her. Or not 2026. What am I saying? Sorry, 2028. But yeah, I hope to see more competent people on the ballot, Republican or Democrat. Just demonstrate some sort of competence. Also, stop electing people that are 65 years old to anything. Just stop.
I mean, I agree with you on like the competence thing. My question with that would be, how do you determine competence? Because I mean, I would say that Harris was exceedingly competent, and so that was a no brainer.
Oh, yeah,
And also,
definitely.
I mean, I would say that in 2016, I know that people love to hate on Hillary Clinton and stuff. I was in like a phase at that point where for about a year and a half I was radicalized into the alt right, which is like hardcore right wing. Even then,
Yeah, same.
even at that point, I still voted for Hillary Clinton because on some level I understood that between Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump, it ultimately came down to competence, right? Because I mean, a lot of the stuff that had radicalized me into the right wing at that point was mostly just a bunch of, I guess, social issues.
Right.
And I mean, it ultimately between Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump, it was pretty clear that she was the competent one.
Yeah. I mean, looking back now, yeah. I mean, she would have maintained the status quo, which is actually kind of the reason I voted against her. But it might have been the smarter decision. I always do tell people the only good thing about either of Trump's presidencies is that it keeps North Korea from launching nukes at us because he is that one fucker that's crazy enough to press the red button and not care. The only...
I mean... I mean, like...
Make sense?
No.
No?
No. Like, I mean, if what you're saying is that other presidents wouldn't retaliate if North Korea did that, I mean, that's insane. Like,
I mean,
American
I'm saying
doctrine...
they would definitely retaliate, but...
Yeah.
Like if you gave me Joe Biden and Donald Trump and said, which one is more likely to go scorched earth, I would say Trump. 100%. I think there's a huge... I think the fact that Biden was president whenever Russia decided to invade Ukraine, I think that was a huge factor in it. I think if Trump was president at that time, that wouldn't have happened. But like I said, it's neither here nor there. The dude's a fucking buffoon. And I just wanted you all to know that people can change, and like there's hope for our generation, especially the younger generation. I'm a millennial, and I hope I see our younger generation realizing, yeah, we need to get these fuckers out.
I mean, I agree that we need to elect younger people into national office, and especially the presidency. And I guess my question is, in your mind, who that is? Like you mentioned under 65. I fully agree with that. As far as people that are under 65 or, younger than what we have seen in the last 15-ish years of politics, I have my list of people. I'm curious if there are any particular names that are on your mind, because I'm just trying to get a gauge of where you're at.
I don't have any particular names on my mind. I don't know what's happening next. The political sphere moves so fast nowadays. If you told me next month that Kanye West was No, I know he did already, but was running for president under a serious consideration, I'd believe you. You know, like I don't know who's up next for what now. It's so crazy, and I'm just scared for our future.
Well, I appreciate the fact that you've come to a point of regret and concern about your vote. And so, like I said, I hope that you'll move to vote for the people that are going to help fix problem. So, and think you kind of know where those people are. So I appreciate the call, friend.
Yeah.
Okay.
Continue the good fight, sir.
All right. Thank you, friend. I hope you have a good day.
You too.
All right.
Yeah, I don't think we were going to get anywhere with that.
I'm just gonna take a vote against Trump on that one. I'm gonna take it. And real quick before we move on to anyone else or anyone else calls, a bunch of people have come in since I said this before. I want to say it one more time. Nemo's not going to be with us all this coming week. He's going to be out for some different stuff, and I need you guys to do me a favor. You got to run him up today because you're not going to see him all week. So do that. Do that via his gifts and via via his apps. You can find him links in the bios over here on TikTok or in the tube. You can find them right down. Oh, thank you, Hoops. You guys, there you go. Thank you, guys. You can also find them right down right down in the description of the YouTube video. You guys can find them there as well. We appreciate you guys taking care of our friend. Oh, thank you guys. Look, you guys are awesome. I need to count on you guys. Also, thank you over on the tube. Speaking of the tube, thank you to our friend Tech Raven, who said thinking more Tom Selleck. I'll take Tom Selleck. I'll take a Magnum PI any day. I appreciate that. While I wait for it says ask Nemo what happened in Johnny's live.
Quite a few things happened in that live. Johnny cracked the top 10. I got a ton of gifts.
Nice.
And I got two very, very, very generous donations from the same person. So that was great.
Wonderful.
But yeah, I'm not sure what you're. Oh, that person, I refer to them as my personal George Soros because of just how generous they were. Yeah.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah. To the people that are asking why I'm going to be out, got oral surgery. It's gonna be rough. It is gonna be a lot. So yeah, the recovery on that is gonna be brutal, and not to mention the price tag. So there's that too, because this country doesn't believe in considering teeth to be health related. Like, we genuinely view teeth as cosmetic, which is fucking crazy.
Which is why those two insurances are separate.
It's so silly. I mean, and vision too. Well, actually, yeah, dental, vision, and hearing. We just consider those not health, which, again, literally health. I mean, especially like teeth, because people. But more and more studies have come out that teeth are tied to like heart health and stuff. But yeah,
of course, it's actually really important. So, anyways, appreciate you guys and your generosity since Nemo's not going to be here all week. Thank you. Duck Politics. Hi, did you vote for Donald Trump?
Yes, I did.
Okay. How old are you and what state did you vote in?
24, Wisconsin.
Okay, why do you still support Donald Trump as of May 2026?
Well, I just wanted to say sorry about the dental stuff. But I'm glad that, in Trump's economy, you can take a week off your work and still be fine. So you
I'm
should
not
thank Trump
employed.
for that. You should thank Trump for that.
I should thank Donald Trump for not having a job.
Oh, yeah.
You should thank.
We agree.
Did you say you don't have a job? Oh, even better. Even better. You take a week off of no work. You can still sustain yourself and have the dental surgery. You should thank Donald Trump for
Nemo,
that. Yes,
you hear that?
should.
Now that the unemployment rate has gone up since Joe Biden left office, you should thank Donald Trump for making
The
unemployment
unemployment
rate
rate has not gone up. Actually,
Oh, the unemployment rate hasn't gone up? Really?
No, actually,
Do you want to
if
bet?
you listen to the,
Do you want to bet?
Did you listen to the
want
State of the
bet?
Union address?
I'm so sorry. Do you want
Did you listen to Trump's State of the Union
I didn't
address?
ask. Excuse me, kid. I asked you a question. Do you want to
Raw
bet?
employment is up.
Excuse me. Do
Raw
you want
employment numbers is up.
Excuse me. Stop talking. This isn't going to go well if you just keep over talking me. I asked you a
I
question.
doubt that for you, but
I asked you a question. Do you want to bet that the unemployment rate hasn't gone up? Yes or no?
yeah, let's bet a week worth of pay, since that seems to be the amount of
Okay,
time
great.
people are
So
taking
I make
off.
okay. Well, you were talking to him. I'm the one betting with you. So a week's worth of pay for me,
Go ahead, sir.
give or take, is around $5,000. So,
Great. Let's do it.
is that what we're betting?
Sure, I'd
Okay.
love to.
All right. So the
I
unemployment
take
rate
Venmo,
from
Zelle, Cash App.
okay. So so we're gonna go with the unemployment rate in January.
You can
of
drive it over to
tw-
my
sorry.
house if you want.
Yeah, so we're going to go with the unemployment rate in January of 2025 versus the unemployment rate in April of 2026, since that would be the last numbers we have, right?
No, we're gonna take it in totality.
Nope, I said the unemployment rate. That's what I kept
Nope.
saying. See, here's the problem is that you weren't listening because what you keep doing is you just keep fucking talking instead of
Can you let
actually
me
fucking listening.
Can you let me speak?
No, because what you just keep doing is you just keep fucking talking. Stop
I know you're-
fucking
okay,
talking.
okay.
And
know you're
instead of
emotional 'cause
fucking talking over me,
boyfriend's taking a
listen
week-
to what I'm saying.
Boyfriend's taking.
Listen to what I'm saying instead of trying to fucking overtalk me. Then maybe
Well,
you
if you
wouldn't
let me
have made a
finish my-
stupid fucking bet that you know that you just fucking lost.
I'm fine paying the.
Oh, you're fine? Good.
I'm
Then pay
totally
me.
Fine.
Good. Then pay me my money.
Trump's economy.
Good.
Trump's
Then pay me my fucking money
We
because
all
you just
eat in
lost your
Trump's
bet.
economy.
Good. Then pay me my fucking
We
money.
all eat in
Good. Then
Trump's
pay me my
economy.
fucking money.
I know you want this.
Good. Then pay me
socialist
my
garbage.
fucking money. Good. Then
I
pay
know
me
you
my
want the
fucking money.
socialist garbage.
Good. Then pay me my fucking money.
Well, you haven't proved you won, sir. I'm sorry
Already
about
did.
that, but
So I pulled numbers for starting in May of 2022.
I want your boyfriend to tell me.
That you're wrong.
He made the bet. Let's have your boyfriend tell me.
I didn't make the bet. You did.
Yeah, I want your boyfriend who made the bet to tell me. Let's see if he can use his
I'm confused who you're
his
talking
head there
about.
for something else.
Anyways,
Not you, Nemo. Nemo, you're good.
Okay,
You can
there you
you
go,
can stay
good.
there.
Anyways, there's January of 2025. Can you read the number, or do you need me to read it for you?
Again, in totality is what I prefaced.
No, I said unemployment rate.
What flag is that?
Anyways, it's 4.0. And here we are in
not
April
an
of
American
2026. It's 4.3. Anyways, I take Venmo, Cash App, or PayPal. Which is it going to be?
Well, yeah. Once you show in totality the numbers
Anyways,
that are dropping, then I'll
Venmo, Cash
happily
App.
pay you.
And see, here's the thing, kiddo, is that if you would listen to what I said repeatedly, I said unemployment rate, unemployment rate, unemployment rate, and you said, okay, that's fine. So anyways, I take Venmo, Cash App, or PayPal. Also, this is streaming on YouTube, and I can easily play it back for you. So what's it going to be?
This is streaming on YouTube.
Yeah. So anyways,
Nice.
what's it going to be? Venmo,
Nice.
PayPal, Cash App. What do you want to do?
Yeah. Again, once you show in totality,
I already
the rates
showed
are-
you the unemployment rate, and that's what we bet on. Because I said unemployment rate, and it's not my fault that you
I
were too
said
busy yapping your fucking
raw
gums,
employ-
and you agreed.
raw employment.
Wrong.
You
You
let
were
me
trying
finish?
to make an argument
You
that
let me
Donald
finish?
Trump said wrong.
I know you like the term raw.
Oh no.
I know you like it raw.
Here's
Please
the-
let me finish.
Bud, listen. Here's the problem,
We're not buds.
pal. What the
not
problem?
pals.
Amigo. The problem
Nope,
is
not Mexican.
Mon ami. The problem is that you were too busy trying to tell me what Donald Trump said in the State of the
You won't
Union
let me
address. I know.
What did he say?
I know.
Yeah, what did
Just
he say?
like you won't let women finish, I'm
Maskey,
not
what
going to
did
let
he-
you finish. Here's the
What did he
problem.
say?
Bud, you have to stop talking so I
We're
can
not
explain
buds.
this to you, pal. Anyways, in Donald Trump's State of the Union speech, you're trying to tell me what he said.
what did he say?
I don't fucking care what he said.
What did he say?
Presidents say.
Oh, so you don't even know.
Okay. All right. Here's what we're gonna do.
So I looked this up. I'm pretty sure even if you do the raw numbers, it's still higher.
Oh,
Like I don't know what jank ass stat he's trying to do, but I mean, if you're just looking at the number of people who are unemployed, which I guess that's what he means by totality or like the raw number. So again, this is May year over year starting 2022, ending in 2025. So 2022, 5.9 million, 2023, 6.3 million, 2024, 7 million, 2025, 7.2 to 7.3. So again, this is I'm confused. What are we bragging about here?
Weird. Did you want to? You can come back up, dude. I mean, if you can like control yourself and have a conversation, but I don't know. Probably not. I don't think he can. I still haven't gotten a pay app from him. It's so weird. I'll split it with you, Nemo.
Something tells me you're not going to get one.
What do you mean?
He said a week's pay. Something. He sounds like the type that lives with his mom still.
Yeah, it's our friend Dean. We'll talk to our friend Dean real quick while we wait for that money. Oh, Dean, can you hang on one sec?
Okay.
Hang on one sec. Hi, thanks for calling the stream. Did you vote for Donald Trump?
Hi.
Hi, thanks for calling the stream. Did you vote for Donald Trump?
Yes, I did.
Okay, I'm going to put you on a brief hold. We'll be right back with you, okay?
Okay.
Thank you. Dean, how you doing, friend? I just wanted to say hi real quick. You doing all right?
Yeah, I'm not going to take a lot of your time. I never did get to a gunk with my wife ended up in a hospital.
Oh, I'm sorry, friend. How's she doing right now? Is she doing okay?
Fair. And about this guy that just called who wanted to make a bet. He's another popcorn.
Oh, yeah, well, you know, he's almost as annoying, but not quite. Yeah. So
anyway, I just want to come up and say hi. Hey, Nemo, good luck with your surgery. I hope you heal well and come back soon.
Thank you, Dean. We really appreciate you. We love you, friend. Okay, we'll catch you soon, bud.
Back at you.
All right,
love
thanks, buddy. Bye. W's for our friend Dean. We love you, Dean. I think I can confidently say Dean's our one of our favorite vet friends over here, especially one of our favorite Vietnam vets. Thank you, Dean. Caller, I just was putting you on hold for a second. If you're still out there, please feel free to call right back. Was going to bring you right back, so feel free to give us a ring back.
Also, Crystal, thank you for the cash app. And I think this is Vavoomed. Vavoomed. Sorry about that one. Said, for you and Matt are the best. Lebanese girl. I'm gonna send this name to you, Matt. Let me know if this is like a name in Lebanese or something. And I'm just way too white to pronounce it. Also, Tammy, thank you for the Venmo. Said good vibes tomorrow. Thank you. Redacted said, I voted Trump in 2016. Switching parties is emotionally painful. I was in denial for months, convinced I couldn't turn liberal, but realized I wasn't brainwashed into becoming a Democrat. I was brainwashed to stay Republican. Thank you. That is true. Daniel, thank you for the Venmo. And Mary, thank you for the PayPal. Thank you for that. And last one, Jacqueline, Thank you for the PayPal. You said, for your TikTok job. You're the best. Keep dog walking these idiots. Appreciate you. Well, thank you.
And real quick before we start talking to our next guest here, I just want to let you guys know. By the way, Nemo, I don't think that's an Arabic name. Maybe if I don't know. No, I don't think so. Just no. But I just want to let you guys know that I just want to let you guys know that British Erika and I are fighting. I want you guys to know because of what she just sent me as a message, and I will not be commenting on it further. Anyways, TBD. Hi, did you vote for Donald Trump?
What's up, you big titty bitch? I sure did. What to do?
I'm good.
Okay. Hoofy, thank you for the PayPal. That was very generous. Thank you. Damn. 50 on PayPal. Thank you. You said, thanks for always knowing your shit. Good luck with the teeth. I'm going to need it.
Hello.
Yeah.
Howdy.
Hang on. One second. Yes, miss. Hello.
Hi,
Hello.
Matt.
Can you hear me?
I'm not talking to you yet, sir. Hold on. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you got it out of your system?
I don't know what we're fighting about.
Damn. Shots fired.
We're not friends anymore. Jay, I'll invite you to unmute. Did you vote for Donald Trump?
Only 3 times.
Okay. How old are you? What state are you in?
36, soon to be 37. Voted for Trump in Michigan. Live in Texas now.
Okay. Why do you still support Donald Trump as of May 2026?
I support him on immigration. That's pretty much where I support him.
You support him on a single issue. You don't support him on anything else?
That's my single issue because I'm an immigrant myself. So that's my main issue. Like I've been through the process. So I care a lot about the immigration, the border, visa overstaying, the H-1B visa scam, the other marriage fraud, and the all the stuff that happens in. Yeah,
starting to remember who he is. You're the one who you say that you are familiar with the process and you went through it. Your parents did.
No, but I was in my early teens, so I know what the process is, and my whole family's been through it. So it's like if you guys meet up for Thanksgiving,
been through it. You were a dependent, right? So you didn't really go through it.
How does that still have to process as a dependent? Like, what are you talking about? Okay, everybody has to file their own forms, right? Like N-400 and stuff.
Did you have to prove that you weren't a financial burden?
Well, if I had to, I could today. I'm not a financial burden.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm sure that most immigrants could probably say the same thing, right?
Yeah, but if my dad didn't get the green card approved, we'd be in another nation on earth. We wouldn't be stuck here, playing victim like a squatter in a property that we don't own. You're not going to give me a green card? Like one of my cousins, he came here, did his computer science from UCLA, got a job at Google, didn't get picked in the lottery, the H-1B lottery. He works for Google in Auckland, New Zealand. He didn't stay back here and play victim, man. It's not the only way to deal with rejection, right? You move on. If you don't get consent, if a girl says, I don't want to date you, will you force yourself on her and then play victim when she doesn't want to be your girlfriend?
Well, seeing as you voted for Donald Trump 3 times, I can't imagine that you really give that much of a fuck about consent.
Yes, I do. That's why I'm saying if you come here, you apply, and
Donald Trump forced himself on at least 27 women.
Man, you're talking apples and oranges. I'm talking immigration law.
I literally am talking about apples and apples. You gave the analogy. I'm rolling with your analogy. You voted for a man.
Give me an analogy on the immigration topic. Don't give me something which is hearsay
I'm
from 50
using
years in
your
the past.
analogy. It's not. I don't have to give you an analogy. I'm using your analogy.
The thing you're talking about happened 50 years in the past, okay, with that lady.
50
Yeah, in the 1970s was
in
when
the
that she-
70s.
Yes. And you can't remember
No.
anything 10 years ago, let alone 50 years ago.
No. It wasn't the 70s. This occurred over multiple decades. It wasn't just the 70s. Dude did it in the 80s, the 90s, the early 2000s.
The civil case was Eugene Carroll.
Yes, that would have been that was the
70s
90s.
and 80s.
It wasn't the 70s and 80s. It was the
Yes,
90s.
yes.
You aren't familiar with this case.
Okay, even if it's the 90s, it's
Okay,
30.
so
it's
have we
30 years,
conceded that
dude.
you were completely wrong?
36 years, dude. You don't have a
okay,
point.
so that makes it okay.
Nobody remembers what happens 36 years ago.
Are you sure about that?
Yes, I'm pretty sure. Most cases have
Oh,
a statute
okay.
of limitation. Why do you think they have statute of limitations in the law? Why is there a statute
why
of
don't they have
limitations?
statute of limitations for murder?
That's a different kind of crime because it's a harder thing to
shit.
prove. It's not a preponderance of the evidence is what. Okay.
Well, that would be
Civil-
for
okay.
a criminal case, right? So
Right.
again, to be clear, the statute of limitations for a criminal charge of homicide is unlimited. You can be charged with murder 30, 40 years down the line if they find out that you did it.
But that's not the same case for grape, and you know that too.
Yeah, no, I know, dude. I'm saying
Okay, thank
why
you.
is it different for murder?
I can give you an answer for that. The answer being, in the United States legal system, you have two standards. Civil lawsuits have a lower standard. It's
Oh
called
my god,
preponderance of the evidence.
no, you're
51%.
misunderstanding. Holy shit, you're misunderstanding.
You don't want me to finish
Dude,
what I'm
okay.
trying to say?
No, because you're misunderstanding. You were
What's the
literally
preponderance of the
misunderstanding.
evidence
here, I'm gonna lay
standard,
this out.
Nemo?
No, I'm gonna lay it out for you again. Okay. So why could they not charge Donald Trump with criminal essay?
Because
Because
you need to have. Listen, I'll explain. The criminal standard is beyond a reasonable doubt. 97%.
The reason that they could not do it is because of the statute of limitations.
But also the criminal standard
You
is
say,
way
but
higher.
also, so do you agree that the statute of limitations is the reason why they couldn't do criminal charges?
No, I also think
You
they
don't
didn't
agree
have,
with that? Do
I
we
don't-
seriously have to look this shit
I
up?
don't think they have a reasonable, beyond a reasonable standard case. They
Oh
just
my
had a
god,
preponderance.
dude. No. You
What's
are trying to turn
preponderance of the evidence, Nemo? Can you explain that to us?
Jay, listen to me. You are trying to turn this into a different conversation. Statute of limitations is the time limit for bringing criminal charges for a specific crime. Do you understand that?
Yes, I was the one who brought that up, dude. I understand that, obviously.
Well,
I was the one who
it's
brought
starting
it
to
up.
sound like you don't, because when I ask you what's the difference between, I guess, why is a homicide special? Why is there no statute of limitations for homicide? Which again,
Because
criminal-
homicide has a higher standard to prove. It's beyond a
Oh
reasonable
my god,
doubt.
no, dumbass. You
It's
don't
beyond
understand.
a reasonable doubt.
Holy fuck, you really don't understand this.
You don't understand what beyond a reasonable doubt is? You remember the O.J. Simpson case? Why was the O.J. Simpson case? Why did they couldn't get him in court criminally, but they got him in a civil
you really
suit?
don't.
Why was that?
You really don't get this.
Dude, I understand preponderance of the evidence, 51%.
No,
You have
dumbass. It's not
50-50.
about. It is not about the. It's not about the standard. It is about the difference between civil and criminal.
They
Do
wouldn't
you
have been able
understand
to charge
that
him.
there's okay, Jay? Do you understand the difference
Uh-huh.
between a civil case and a criminal case?
Yes, I do.
Explain the difference.
A criminal case is usually brought by the state when you violate a criminal statute in the state law. So it has a reasonable, beyond a reasonable doubt standard. 97%. You have to have 97%. Conviction that the person did the crime, and anything over 3% doubt leads to acquittal. In a civil suit, the evidence standard is preponderance of the evidence, which means two parties come to court. It's not the state charging you, it's two parties come to court, the agreed party and the other party, and the judge at the court gives them 50-50 weight at the start of the case. Now, towards the end of the case, if one party has 51% and the other party gets knocked down to 49%, then the party with the 51% wins the case. The reason for the standard is your freedoms don't get infringed on if you lose the case, because it's just civil liabilities, which is like
That's not
money.
how, Jay. That's
That's
not
how
how.
it works.
That's not how this works. And also in the E. Jean Carroll case, what was the jury verdict?
It was a preponderance of the evidence standard.
What
51%.
was the jury verdict in the E. Jean Carroll case?
Yeah, it was in New York. Where was it?
What
New
was
York?
the jury verdict in the E. Jean Carroll case?
They found him liable.
What was what was the verdict? It was 9-0.
I don't remember.
It was unanimous.
Okay, I can find you a unanimous jury in Texas.
Jay, you're just making excuses because you don't like the outcome. Stop. You're doing too much to just explain the fact that you don't like the outcome, and you're making yourself look like an idiot because you keep saying legal things that are not correct. Stop.
Did Trump pay her? Did Trump pay her? Give me the answer. You're saying that is a big, like, first off, he didn't have any criminal
Hold on.
charges.
I just want to be clear. Are we pivoting? We're pivoting now because you realize that you fucked up there? Okay, cool. Thanks.
No, I'm not pivoting. I'm pivoting because you're making a propaganda case into some kind of a standard now.
Fascinating. Donald Trump has threatened to bring cases against media companies because he feels that their reporting is unfair.
Okay, if he has a case, he'll win in court.
Oh, wait.
Why, you don't believe the judicial system?
Cases. You understand that, right?
What's that?
Those would be civil cases.
Okay, like that's what Eugene Carroll case is.
He would sue for damages.
Okay, that's what Eugene Carroll did.
Oh, okay. And so if he wins that, are you saying that's bullshit?
I want to ask you a question, Nemo. Why wasn't he charged in the 90s or 80s or 70s or the 2000s? Why was he not charged? Was Eugene Carroll sleeping then? Was she in a coma for 40 years?
They didn't bring a charge. Like they didn't, the people who were affected at that point, because it wasn't just Eugene Carroll.
So why didn't Gene Carroll
They didn't report it to the police, dumbass.
Why didn't she sue him in court in the 90s?
They didn't report it to the police.
Why?
You're asking why women don't go to the police?
For 40 years and then show up after 40 years. Why?
Great question.
Okay, thank you.
No.
My case.
Do you know about No. You don't rest your case. Do you know about Bill Cosby?
Okay, that case was thrown out by the Supreme Court of the Pennsylvania, whatever. Remember, he's out now.
Hey, do you know what the because I had to double check the statistic before I said it because I did not want to get this number wrong. Jay, what's the statistic for the number of rapes that go unreported in this country?
You'll never know that statistic because
I asked you a question. If you don't know the answer, just say I don't know. And if you make another excuse, I'm going to drop you. We're not going we're not going to excuse away the sexual assault and rape of women. If you don't know the answer, then don't know. Say I don't know. That's fine.
Okay, I don't know. Listen.
Good. You don't know. I can tell you don't know because you're a rape apologist. And as a rape apologist, you should know that number is 80%. So when you say, shut the fuck up, you rape apologist. So if you're going to sit there and you're going to say, why didn't she report it? It's because 80% of women don't report it because they're afraid. They're fucking afraid. That's why. Next question.
But how do you know that?
Next question.
My only question to you guys is,
if it's another question about why it's not reported or if those statistics are true or not, I'm going to drop you. I just want you to know that.
No, I just want to say you guys lost the election, which is fine. I get that you guys are pissed, right? I'm not saying you guys are not pissed. But the kind of fear-mongering that's out there.
The kind of fear-mongering like what?
This is like 1939 and everything is changing. Dude, no. It's not.
Oh, it's
just a normal presidency.
Oh, it's a normal presidency.
Yeah, it's just a normal presidency.
Oh, cool.
Nothing's changed.
Can you point to that? Nothing has changed. Okay.
Nothing has changed. What has changed for you? You're still on TikTok, openly which is
Uh
your
huh.
right, being able to express your opinion against the president. Nothing's
Okay.
happening to anybody.
Nothing's happening
And
to anybody. Is that
no,
why
but
green
nothing's
cards are? No, no,
happening.
no, no, no. Shh. Is
Nothing's
that why?
happening.
Hold on. Calm down. Calm down. Is that why green cards are getting revoked whenever people express criticism of the presidency or of the president or of Israel for some reason?
Dude, you're just making stuff up now.
Making
That's
stuff
what I'm
up.
saying.
Is that really the case? Because I can point to Marco Rubio himself saying that people who are here on green cards are not subject to the First Amendment protection, more or less.
Nemo, if you have a green card,
Would you
I
like
had
me
a
to?
green
Would
card.
you like me to show you Marco Rubio
If you have a
saying
green
exactly
card,
that?
if you have a green card, you're still an alien. You're called an immigrant alien.
So you're saying the Constitution doesn't
You're
apply
a foreign
to people?
national. You're still
Okay.
not a
No,
U.S.
no, no,
citizen.
no.
You understand that, right?
You are a permanent resident. So you're telling
but
me
your passport is not American. You're not an
so
American
that
citizen.
doesn't
You could
that
be
isn't
revoked
what
anytime
that
if
is
you
not
break the
what
law.
gives you that's not what gives you constitutional rights.
If you break the law, yeah. You
It's
could
not
be
breaking
deported.
the law,
It's immigration
dumbass.
law.
No, it's not immigration law. What the
Yes,
fuck are
it
you
is.
talking about?
If you get a
You're telling me
DUI on
there's
a green card,
immigration law. Hold on, Jay. You're telling me there's immigration law that
Yes.
restricts the First Amendment rights of immigrants?
no, I didn't say that. I said if you're a green
That's
card,
what we're talking about.
no,
You are
I
now
didn't
trying
say
to have a
that.
different discussion.
You're putting words in my mouth.
Okay, here, we're going to start over. So, Marco Rubio said that people who are here on green cards are not subject to First Amendment protection.
Okay, listen.
Do you support that or not?
Well, if you're not a U.S. citizen, then you got to kind of respect the nation, right? I mean, you can't just come here and shit on
Why?
us. Why? Because you're in a foreign nation where you're being given status. You don't have a right. You have a privileged status.
It's literally
and you
a
have to
right.
maintain
No.
that status.
It literally is a right.
It's not a right. You don't get to
Yes,
become
the
an
First
American.
Amendment is literally a right.
That's for U.S. citizens.
No, it's not.
I'm just saying,
I don't care what you're just saying. I'm saying that it applies to anyone.
Those guys were supporting the H group.
Those guys,
That's why.
again, you are now trying to change the topic.
That's against
You
U.S. law.
You understand that constitutional rights applies to literally anybody inside the U.S.
So can you support,
dude?
Can you support a T group, Nemo?
Can you please like engage with what I'm saying?
Can you support a T group though? Just because you're a green card?
Support a T group?
Yes.
By what means?
By, I don't know, material support, like
you cannot give material support. That's also a crime for Americans.
Exactly. Thank you. That's what happened.
That's
there.
not First Amendment protection.
No, but you could, if they were giving material support.
This is you now making some. This
Amendment.
is you now making up some bullshit. It's First Amendment protection. You just made the claim that the Constitution only applies. Oh, shh. Good boy. You made the claim that the Constitution only applies to U.S. citizens, that the rights guaranteed within the Constitution only apply to U.S. citizens, which is bullshit. There are specific parts of the Constitution that explicitly say citizen. Now, those parts, those are only for citizens. There are a grand total of arguably, I guess, 2 things in the Constitution. Oh, he ran. Of course he did. Bitch.
God damn it. Amber. Hello, how are you?
Yes. Hi, Matt. Hi, Nemo.
Hi. Listen, Brent. People were saying to bring you up. I didn't know you. I apologize. I didn't know who you were.
Oh, you're fine.
Someone was like, "Hey, this is who Amber is." I didn't know. We were just trying to get through. Sometimes when people are like, "Hey, bring someone up," and I apologize.
No, you don't have to apologize.
But I really, and now I'm like, shit. I really wish that we could have gotten you worked in for the conversation. So I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, no, you're totally fine because I haven't talked to you before, so you don't know who I am. But I watch you every day, so I know who you are.
Well. Now I know who you are. And so is it so? E. Jean Carroll is your aunt, is that correct?
Yeah.
Well, that's okay.
By marriage, not by blood.
Well, I mean, aunt and aunts and aunt. I mean, that's
yeah.
Okay.
So the one thing that I would have asked him is, where did he get this idea that criminal cases have a standard of 97%. That is
It's not. Well, yeah, that's
false. That is not true. In fact, I've had this conversation so many times about the difference between the standard and civil trials and criminal trials that I actually like looked into it because it made me started to make me think, hey, what exactly is beyond a reasonable doubt? What does that mean? Who decides what percentage of certainty is beyond a reasonable doubt? And it turns out it's different for everybody. I can't remember if it was Stanford. I'd have to look it up again. Actually did a study about this on 90 different jurisdictions, judges and their jury members, and it was really wild to see the difference, anywhere from 60% to 99% that people answered what they would consider to be the percentages of certainty for beyond a reasonable doubt. So it doesn't always necessarily really have to be all that different from preponderance of evidence. It depends on the person. And I think the same is true in a civil case. Just because the standard of evidence says you have to be 51% doesn't mean all of those jurors were 51%. They could have been 100% or 99%.
exactly.
They don't have to tell you.
Right.
But based on their verdicts and them being unanimous and what the judge's comments were afterwards, I would guess that at least a few of them were a lot higher than 51%.
That was my point. When I said that to him, I was like, this was a unanimous. Like I was like, this is a unanimous judgment. And I agree with you when you read what the judge said. This was not a tenuous, hanging by a thread judgment. That, and also, if it was that, the odds of it being overturned on appeal would have been very, very high. And we are literally at the point. We are at the point now, guys, where this case was so airtight and solid and no one will overturn it, that the Trump administration and Donald Trump, they want the Supreme Court. The DOJ is trying to ask the Supreme Court to intervene because they have no options left. That's how bad this is for them. And this is almost unheard of, by the way, just FYI.
Yes. He has gone through, I think it's at least 3 or 4 appeals now between the two trials. The first one was him trying to get the whole thing thrown out. He lost that. Then he went through the typical, New York State Court of Appeals process for both cases, and he lost both of those. And since he lost both of those, the only option he has now is to appeal to the Supreme Court. And they've written up their complaint or whatever, and they have a certain period of time to submit it, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
The likelihood that the Supreme Court would even entertain to hear this case is like 1%. So even if they were to hear it, then the chances of them intervening are very low. So it will probably take, I don't know, I would guess about 6 months before we find out if they're even willing to hear the case. But based on, the appeals decisions that I read for the state Court of Appeals, they really just, what they're trying to argue is just not there.
Yeah. I mean, I agree with you. And also, one last thing I would say with the Supreme Court that everyone should know: the Supreme Court will never look at new evidence. So whatever
neither will appeals courts,
and neither will appeals courts. Exactly.
It has to be a constitutional problem regarding their defense or some other constitutional error during the trial. Yeah.
Exactly, 100%. And so whatever is already there, like it's not like, oh, here's some exculpatory evidence. It's like that's not a thing that could happen. So, anyways, Amber, thank you very much. I apologize I didn't get you up.
Oh no, you're good.
Of course, he ran away. Of course. But do me a favor. Comment once you're down again in the chat. And I will drop you. I will drop you a follow. And I would very much like it if we end up in a situation, if you're around and we do have another E. Jean Carroll conversation,
Yeah.
feel free to come up and talk about your aunt, because
Yeah.
honestly, it's one of my least favorite subjects to talk about, mainly because it just gets me so mad,
Mhm.
because
Yeah.
I'm just like, just the sheer denial of reality. I despise it. So
It's
you know,
very, very, very difficult to talk
yeah,
about it. Not only because I know her, but also because I have my own story, and I'll tell you about that some other time. So it's very triggering for me, and I also am very cognizant of the fact that there are a lot of viewers in here who it's also triggering for because they're survivors too.
yeah, understood.
So it's really hard to talk about, but I think it's important that we do talk about it because there are a lot of things that these people say that need to be countered, particularly when it comes to why people don't report or why they wait so long. It's actually more typical than not for that to happen, and there's a lot of good reasons for it. So
Yeah, no, absolutely. Absolutely.
yeah,
Well, I appreciate. Listen, like I said, I appreciate your friend. Okay, like I said, put a comment down
yeah.
in the chat so I can drop you a follow. Okay.
Thank you so much, Matt, for letting
All right.
me up. And Nemo, please, good luck with your surgery. I'm going to miss you so much. You've been kicking so much ass lately. I've really been enjoying watching you, so I hope you do well. I know he's not on the camera, but oh, there he is. I'm going to miss you, Nemo. I hope it goes well for you. Thanks, guys. I'll talk to you later.
Thank you, Amber. Appreciate you. Have a good one. Thanks for coming up, Amber. W's for Ambers, and L's for what's his face there running away. Oh. Let's see if we can talk to one more Trump supporter before we wrap up. We got someone on the line. Hi, thanks for calling the stream. Did you vote for Donald Trump?
Oh, Matt, what's up, player?
Hi. Thanks for calling the stream. Did you vote for Donald Trump?
Yeah, I vote for Donald Trump. Unapologetically.
Okay. How old are you and what state did you vote in?
I am in my 40s. I'm calling from the Big Mango, New York City. We don't call it the Big Apple no more. After Biden's open border, now it's the Big Mango.
Oh.
The reason I voted for Trump and still support Trump is because as of right now, like, it just keeps getting worse here in New York City. We have a strike from the largest public transportation sector in the country. Over 300,000 people will be affected.
New York City just balanced its budget and solved its $12 billion deficit crisis.
What'd you say?
New York City just balanced its budget and solved its $12 billion deficit crisis. It's literally on track to be the best that it's been in 2 decades. What the fuck are you talking about?
Oh, well, that remains to be seen. Like I said, we have a strike right now.
New York City is literally on track, budget-wise, to be the best that it's been in decades. What the fuck are you complaining about?
Is on track, in parentheses. Is on track. Currently, we are in a $7 billion deficit. Currently. Is on track is hopeful terms. Those are hopeful terms. Do I hope that the city does well? Do I hope we get out of a deficit? I do. Has it yet to be seen? It hasn't. As of currently, we are in a $7 billion deficit.
Yeah.
We are on track.
So what you're saying is that you're mad at Sean Duffy, the Secretary of Transportation, and the Trump administration for allowing the LIRR to go on strike and not helping to negotiate a deal. I agree. So you're mad at the Trump administration for fucking that up. God damn, that sucks, huh? You guess you should be calling them up. Did this happen under the Trump administration? Did this happen under the Trump administration? Yes or no? Did this strike happen under the Trump administration? Yes or no? I guess you should probably be upset with the Secretary of Transportation, Sean Duffy, who spent 8 fucking months filming a reality TV show instead of being at his fucking job. Maybe he could have avoided a strike at the LIRR if he wasn't filming a fucking reality show. So maybe you should be mad at him and Donald Trump. Because this happened under their watch. This has nothing to do with Joe Biden. This has to do with Donald Trump. This happened under his administration.
Nobody mentioned Joe Biden. Nobody mentioned Joe Biden. Nobody mentioned Joe Biden. We mentioned Kathy Hochul. And we mentioned the
It's
state.
not Kathy Hochul's fault. This should be on the Secretary of Transportation to help negotiate this. Do you not understand?
No, sir. No, sir.
What's the transportation?
No,
what's the holy shit, dude?
The MTA is
or the Secretary of Labor, or the Secretary of Labor.
Fraudulent.
What does the Secretary of Labor do?
The Secretary of Labor overlooks labor.
Oh, in what way?
I don't know, a whole bunch of different ways.
Also, who did Donald Trump fire immediately upon getting into office?
A whole bunch of people.
Do you know specifically as it relates to this?
Oh, there was too many people. He fired so many people when he got into office. He went, he went down the line. He fired so many people in so many different departments. I wouldn't know.
You wouldn't know?
No, it was so many. How could you keep up?
So you don't know.
He replaced everybody.
So you don't know that Donald Trump fired the labor board officials that he didn't like?
Oh, thank God. With the DEI people? Oh, thank God.
It's not the DEI people. It was just labor board officials that he didn't like. And so what you've done now is you've made it so that all of these people that could help avoid strikes, people on the labor board that he got rid of, his Secretary of Labor and his Secretary of Transportation, all of the people that could have helped avoid a strike at the LIRR are not doing their jobs either because they're not in their job because they were fired, or they're absent because they're doing something else, or they're just inept. So why aren't you blaming Donald Trump for this?
What the problem is, the MTA has been perpetually...
It's not the MTA, it's the LIRR, you idiot. It's the LIRR. It's the LIRR. It's not the MTA. It's the Long Island Railroad.
It's not a different entity.
It's the LIRR that's a different entity.
The LIRR is not a privatized entity.
I didn't say that it was. You kept calling it the MTA. The MTA and the LIRR are two different entities.
No, the MTA oversees the Long Island Railroad. They have MTA police on the Long Island Railroad. What are you talking about? How could they have their own police department policing the Long Island Railroad if it's not a part of the MTA?
I'm saying that
they don't have Long Island Railroad police.
The LIRR, I'm saying they still are operating. The LIRR is it's an independent subsidiary. Okay, they're still an independent subsidiary.
Correct.
Yes, it's an independent subsidiary. So yes, is the MTA the parent company? Yes, but it's still an independent subsidiary. They have their own union. It's still separate. That's what I'm saying.
Well, it's like a localized union, so it's under one one umbrella, but it is its own local union. Yes, it is.
My point is that why aren't you blaming the head union officials? That's literally what their jobs are in this country, is to stop things like this from happening.
But the MTA owns and operates the Long Island Railroad.
Jesus Christ, dude. What part of this are you not understanding? I understand. No, listen. And the MTA is, yes, okay. The MTA is technically the parent company of the LIRR. We agree.
So that's not what
that is.
That's who leads the negotiations. That's who the union.
I understand that they are leading the negotiation on the business side. That's not the point of what I am saying, sir. The point of what I am saying is that we have government entities and people in place in this country to help ensure that there is harmony between labor and private organizations. I am saying that we have people in place that are here to make sure that shit like this, like 3,500 LIRR employees going on strike and creating problems for everyday people, that doesn't happen. So what I'm saying is that those people who are supposed to be helping, the people that are supposed to be heading these things off, the people that are supposed to be stopping it, aren't doing their jobs. And those people are in the Trump administration. Do you understand?
No. This is a state issue. This is a city issue. This is not a federal issue. Amtrak is federal. I just told you the MTA owns and operates the Long Island Railroad. The MTA doesn't own and operate Amtrak. Amtrak goes all through Penn Station, Grand Central Station. That's federally owned, federally operated, federal oversight. This is not federal oversight. What don't you understand? Right. Silence.
So
in any
I
event,
I came in I'm behind on this one. Yeah. So he's bitching about a strike related to something train related.
He's talking about the Long Island Railroad strike in New York, and I was pointing out to him.
Well, I'm just giving another
excuse me, man. Excuse me, man. I'm explaining something to you. Talked. Now, just be quiet for a second. He's talking about the fact. He's bitching about the fact that the Long Island Railroad is on strike, and I was pointing out to him that the Trump administration fired labor board officials that could have helped with this, that Sean Duffy, the Secretary of Transportation, has literally been MIA for like 8 months filming a reality show, somebody else who should have been on top of this, and there's the Secretary of Labor, none of whom are apparently involved in this strike or helping to negotiate it and different things like that, which is literally the thing that all of these people were supposed to do. For example, like when Marty Walsh was Joe Biden's Secretary of Labor, he was a person who was going around and helping to negotiate labor disputes, even if it was between a private organization and a union. It doesn't have to be between the federal government and somebody. That's not the point. That's what these departments in our government exist for. They exist to help maintain labor harmony. That's what I'm trying to explain to the caller, and he seems to think that that's not true.
It's not true, because I explained to the host that the MTA is owned and operated by the city and the state, and it doesn't have federal oversight. Amtrak has federal oversight. This is on the city and the state as far as negotiations go, and not letting it allowed to get into a strike. He's putting the federal government in there when they should be the last resort. Can they come in and arbitrate federally? Yes, because federally they have the Supreme Clemency Clause. Of course they can. It's affecting the United States of America. But this is supposed to be resolved with effective leadership at the state and the city level. It should have not have got to this point. She was nowhere to be found. She was never at the negotiating table. Now that we're at a strike, now all of a sudden she's all hands on deck. Right?
I mean, that's typically how strikes work. Yeah.
Example. Well, all I'm saying is this is another example of failed socialist / globalist leadership.
How is it socialist?
Right? It's socialist because she is pandering to the social democrats, who is the mayor of our city, runs under the proud social democrat, runs under the party of social democrats. This is the first
Jesus
time
Christ.
they've ever
Okay.
had control of running the city, and this is where we're at. We haven't had a strike in 40 years.
Hey, Nemo.
It's unheard of.
Nemo,
It's
real
completely
quick
unheard
before
of.
I'll let you go on this. I just need to reel something real quick. This is from PBS News. May 15th, 2026. North America's largest commuter rail system faces a potential shutdown. North America's largest commuter rail system facing potential shutdown. Deadline nears to reach a deal with unionized workers to avert a strike. The LIRR that serves New York City's eastern suburbs have been negotiating for months a new contract with labor officials representing locomotive engineers, machinists, signalmen, and other train workers. A strike was temporarily averted in September when President Donald Trump's administration agreed to help. Those efforts ended without a deal.
To help.
What does that mean,
Agreed
caller?
To help.
Those
Agreed to help.
Those efforts ended without a deal, giving both sides
Right.
60 days to again try to resolve their differences before the union was
The
legally
state-
allowed
for the
to go
state
on.
to do their job.
Wrong.
They
The administrator,
gave the state another
listen. The Trump administration came in and they couldn't make a deal, doing exactly what I just fucking told you happened.
They didn't try to make a deal. They tried to get an extension.
Do you
so that the
do you
state
not
could
do you not
negotiate with the
understand
union.
do you not understand the words coming out of my fucking mouth?
I totally understand the words.
I don't think you did. I'll read it again slower for you stupid motherfuckers out there like this guy. Those efforts ended without a deal, which means they were trying to make a deal.
Trying to help.
No, they were trying to make a deal.
Well, read it again. Read what you said. Read it again. Read the whole thing, what you just said.
I
The federal
already.
government,
Oh my
Donald
God!
Trump,
I
stepped
Jesus
in
Christ,
to
dude!
Try to help.
You literally
To
just
try to help.
You literally just spent 10 minutes arguing with me
You
that
sound
the
like a
federal
dumb-
government.
You sound like a dumb hillbilly.
You literally just spent 10 minutes arguing with me that the federal government wasn't supposed to come in and help. Literally 2 months ago, the Trump administration inserted themselves into the deal and tried to fix it, and they couldn't come up with a deal. The sentence in this article, there are two sentences. A strike was temporarily averted in September when President Donald Trump's administration agreed to help, period. Those efforts ended without a deal, giving both sides 60 days, ending 12:01 a.m. Saturday, to again try to resolve their differences before the union was legally allowed to go on strike or the agency could lock out workers. The structure of that sentence, those efforts ended without a deal, means, and this is context, I'm going to help you out here. This is the context that's being given. The administration agreed to help. Those efforts were meant to find a deal, but they ended without a deal, because it would have been redundant for them to write, the administration agreed to help find a deal. Those efforts ended without a deal. That would have been a redundancy. That's bad writing. I understand that somebody as fucking stupid as you needs that to be written all the way fucking out. I understand that. But for the rest of us who understand basic fucking English comprehension, that's what those two sentences mean.
Yeah, I understand. First off, I understand basic comprehension. Yes, I do. Second off, you shouldn't speak to people like that unless you're willing to speak to people like that right in their face when you see them face to face. I'm not trying to be no tough guy, or nothing, but I don't come on here talking to you like that.
I live in
There's a reason for that.
I live in Boston.
There's a
You can
reason
come
for
see
that.
me anytime, you fucking moron.
You live
Now
in
admit that
Boston.
you now fucking shut the fuck up and admit that you were fucking wrong about everything you just fucking said, you fucking moron.
Yeah.
Now shut the fuck up and admit that you were fucking wrong about everything you just fucking said.
Yo, listen, I'll shove 26 Yankee rings down your throat and up your ass, you faggot ass nigga.
He doesn't even know that they have 27 rings. Jesus Christ, you couldn't even get the insult right. The Yankees have 27 World Series rings. You fucking idiot. God damn it.
I am so confused. Also, to say that I'm assuming he was saying she, so I'm assuming that he was talking about the governor of New York.
Yeah, he was talking about Kathy Hochul.
So to say that Hochul is a socialist, the socialist approach would be to literally give the workers what they want. That would be the socialist approach. Unions are a half measure. Unions are like a middle step between like a company that's controlled by the owner and only the owner, and a company that's controlled by the workers and only the workers. Like a union is the middle step. So if Hochul was actually a socialist, like this guy was alleging, she would have just like capitulated. Like the government would have just been like, the workers want this, let's go.
100%. Somebody just said in the chat she's literally siding with the MTA. Yeah, she's the government. She's siding with them. I just want to say thank you to S. Martin over on the 2 for the $10 super chat. That is very kind, friend. So, hey, Matt, long-time listener, first-time messaging in. This is the new long-time listener, first-time caller, apparently. I want to talk to you about the craziness we've been happening with the redrawing the congressional maps. Would love to hear what you think. Let's have a quick chat about this, and then I've got to hop off, unfortunately. I'm going to be back. I am probably going to be back on later. I don't think that Nemo is going to be able to be back on later because I know that he's got to take an early night. So here's what's going to happen in the next few minutes while we talk about this. I would really like it. This is your chance to run up Nemo before we wrap up, okay? Because like I said, he's going to be off for the entirety of the next week, guys. We've got 1,100 people over here, and so please take care of him. Run them up however you can, either here or via links in our in the link tree in our bios or via the description down here. As far as
Speaking of that,
please go.
Well, just right quick. Speaking of that, damn. Go ahead and answer that.
No, actually, I'm gonna because we're gonna I gotta wrap things up and then we'll talk about the redistricting.
No, you're good.
Yeah.
Valerie, thank you for the Cash App. That was very kind. Thank you very, very much for that. You said that your surgery is on Tuesday. We got this. Hope so. Good luck on yours. I do have someone that's gonna wait on me hand and foot more than likely. So I'm in good hands, I think. So yeah. But thank you very much.
So while you guys continue to contribute to Nemo, and by the way, thank you for being kind to our friend because he's going to be gone all next week. As far as the redistricting thing goes, look, what the Supreme Court has done in gutting the Voter Rights Act it's a fucking, I mean, it's fucking crime. I mean, it's terrible. It's awful. The only thing that we can do is fight fire with fire. We need any Democratic state that can to go ahead and do their own gerrymandering, do their own redrawing of maps take any advantage that they can. I don't care if we think that it's right, if we think that it's the good thing to do. I don't fucking care anymore. I don't care. Somebody said that there was a and I haven't read a whole lot about this, so I'm just throwing this out there. Somebody had told me that there's an entire theory about in Virginia that they could like put an age limit on the Supreme Court, on the state Supreme Court, get rid of like 8 of their 9 justices, and then put in new justices, and then pack the court, and then like pass a new map. Not like, I was like,
yeah,
and
it's a pretty wild one. I've heard that strategy. It is a pretty wild one.
I was like,
I don't know if Democrats in Virginia have the balls to do that. I mean, it sucks that the Supreme Court kicked down the appeal. Not surprising. Just when you, and I'm not even saying that just because of for the law side of things. The Supreme Court has, for the most part, stayed uninvolved when it comes to gerrymandering cases. The whole thing that's kicked off really is because of the Voting Rights Act, right? And once they ruled on that, then these states, went to town. It isn't surprising that the Supreme Court did what it did. In that regard, it's not necessarily because of conservative bias. Just putting that one out there. I mean, to be clear, fuck the Supreme Court, but also not too surprising.
yeah.
I agree with what Matt said. The Democrats everywhere need to, in all the states where we control the legislature and the governor's mansion, push through turbo, ultra, mega, gerrymandered maps. Hold on. There is this map. So there's this map that I heard about. This was ahead of time. So this is from a few weeks ago, and the name of it, I think that this name was just given by like a commenter, but I love the name so much. So this is the map. That's an image of it.
God. All right. Holy shit.
Actually, hold on. I'll send you the actual Reddit link because the name is, I think it's in the comments. So, yep. There we go. It's first comment. So the name of the map, this is for Illinois. And it is Illinois in this proposed map would be turbo. It would be turbo gerrymandered. To be clear, Illinois is already very, very, very gerrymandered. This one takes it all the way up to completely remove any chance whatsoever of a Republican in Illinois. And the name is the Tears of Lincoln, and I love that.
I fucking love that too. Like the Tears of Lincoln. Like that's amazing. See, this is what I mean. Like, okay, fine. Let's go. Like this is what I'm talking about. Let's fucking go. I want to see more of that shit. Real quick, by the way, I want to say thank you also to Vavavoon on the Green app. It says last name is Fayed. I'm Lebanese. Well, that's their username is Vavavoon. Well, Kifak, Habibi, Kifak. Thank you very much, friend. Shukran. Appreciate you. I mean, we need that. We need as much of that. And also thank you, Betty on the tube says my chip in from Matt's headache. Thank you. Appreciate that. We need this, Nemo. We need this, and we need we need turnout. I mean, like there's no there's no substitute for turnout. And so
Yeah.
that's it. I mean, there's, you know,
I mean,
that's that.
The states that are, you know, considered blue bastions, right? Gerrymander the fuck out of them. Like, I mean, you know, California already did this with, you know, in response to what Texas is doing. Gerrymander it harder, and do the same thing in New York, and do the same thing in Illinois, and do the same thing in. I'm trying to think of anywhere else that has some Republican. Probably Washington State and Oregon. I'm assuming they have at least one or two Republicans out there. Yeah, okay. Yeah, gerrymander the fuck out of them.
Get rid of them. I love, by the way, guys, I genuinely love when people are like, Massachusetts is one of the most gerrymandered states in the country. And I'm like, really? It is? Like, Massachusetts is? And they're like, yeah, it's so Jeremy, like, there's no Republican. I'm like, you do realize that Massachusetts, they've run models here to try and see how they could get a Republican, like a Republican district, out of Massachusetts. And out of 5,000 AI models, there were 3 potential maps that would give a Republican House seat from Massachusetts. 1. Because there's no concentration of Republicans that's enough to guarantee a seat. They exist here, but there's not enough in any single area to make it happen. It's just not possible. That's why people are like, it's so gerrymandered. There's the percentage of Republicans. There has to be at least one. No, there doesn't, because the math doesn't math when you understand that they're spread out all over the place. Yeah, exactly. You literally cannot draw a red district here. Even the AI was like, these are probable ones. They weren't even guaranteed. And there were 3 out of 5,000 models. Just saying.
That's wild.
It really is. It was a New York Times article. I gotta find it and send it. It was when we were talking about I did a whole thing on it. I did a whole response. Older millennial did a thing about gerrymandering, and he admit I did a video.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
I did a video about it a while back.
That. Yeah.
But I had pulled up a bunch of stuff about and I learned about the Princeton gerrymandering project and different stuff like that. And anyways, guys, I have to run. I do have to run. But I do believe that I'll be back on. I do believe that I'll be back on later. I think so. So please keep an eye out for me. Wherever Nemo is at for the rest of the day, I want you guys to go and support and see. Actually, speaking of, is there anywhere? Do you see anywhere that we should go? Are you going to go anywhere now? What do you think? Do you see anyone you want to hop over to?
Hold on. Let's see what we're doing. It looks like shit. I'm not sure.
Well, that's fair. No problem. Let's see. What else? Well, then let's find it. Let's find someone to raid. Who should we raid?
I see Jacob. I think Jacob just went live.
Well, should we go raid Jacob, you guys? Let's go. We'll go raid. I don't think we give Jacob a raid. So since he's live, let's go do that. Let's go do that for Jacob. So it's going to be Jacob.Ekman. Here we go. There you go. I just put it in the chat. Guys,
also, before we go, I've
please.
got just real quick. Amy, thank you for the PayPal. Appreciate that. So good luck. We will miss you. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. And Corey, thank you for the Cash App. You said, feel better quickly. Love all you do. Well, thank you for that. Thank you very, very much.
All right, guys. Like I said, I'll try to see you later. And send all your love to Nemo.